Welcome back to what Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an Object 257. It's a Tier 9 Soviet heavy tank, and it's located on the north spawn of Empire's border under the command of MCHammereD. Well, what can I tell you about this tank? Well, it's basically considered by many to be the first of the IS-7 type line. The IS-7 that never was, and you can see it's kind of short and fat and dumpy, but it does have a V-shaped hull, you can see there, and the idea is that it can bounce a lot of rounds off it, and it can only really bounce those rounds if it's face on to the enemy. As you can see all those angles, the shells will literally ricochet off the armour. Now, one of the bad things about the 257 is that the turret armour, the top armour, can be overmatched, and yep, so that's one of its weaknesses as well. If you angle it to get rid of those angles and the top armour, but it basically has a lot of similarities with the IS-7. This project wasn't continued. It was actually started in 1945, as early as then, but they didn't continue it, and so it never got put into production. But it is kind of short and fat and dumpy compared to a IS-7. It looks like he's swallowed a few smaller tanks, and was the kid who got rejected when picked for sports. Well, looks like he just bounced around from somebody. Wizzy 132 for 250 hit points. Now the gun. Now the gun is actually very good. It's the 122mm, and you have a variety of guns, including the gun that's the good gun on the IS-3. But it's got 440 alpha, and you can see here that it's standard APCR, and the premium ammo, or special ammo as Wargaming is now calling it, is actually heat, high explosive, anti-tank. And MCHammereD's carrying 10 rounds of those, but he selected the APCR to start with. Now, instead of going the long way round, or the south way round, he's decided to go the north route, and he's got an IS-3 for company, which is quite good. And you can see the comparison between the two tanks. It is it's a slightly longer turret, but it does have some similarities, but the guns are really what's so similar. And we've got a Concrete. Okay, right, first enemy. Now we're getting pinged a lot. Well, one round goes into the Progetto, but Progetto's got no armour. In fact, that Progetto is very vulnerable to the tank like this. And we've also got an AMX-13-105 trying to escape and run towards our cap. Now, I know he stopped at this corner, and the IS-3's saying, follow me. So, well, not so sure that's a good idea. I think the IS-3's having second thoughts about it as well. It's a non-Arty game, so there's nobody back at our cap to worry about, but we do have a Striv who can shoot across the valley, and now we're going after that Concrete. Well, he tried to go for the side, and all he did was track him, and now I think he's going to seek some ground so he can actually side scrape off the ground and use his gun. Yeah, oh my gum, he just took him out like that. Bounced around for 400 though. Try and go for a T28 up there. Can we get shots? No, not at the moment. I think he's the other side of the gate. That's why it's difficult to shoot him. We were getting no outline because of that reason. And the AMX-13-105 that got past us, he's actually following us now. He's actually coming up behind us. He wants to use that 105mm gun on our asses. Okay, well, we're going in after that T28. Get round the corner. Here we go. Now, remember, the sides and the rear of the T28 are the most vulnerable. But if you're fighting against the front of a vehicle like that, well, you've got very little chance. Oh, now that's lovely. We've got the rear of him. Unfortunately, we lost our AMX 105, but we've still got the rear, and he's now one shot. But unfortunately, we weren't able to track him. But the IS-3 is going for the kill shot and didn't get it. Now we're probably going to be facing the front of that T-28 now, and yeah, there's a Waffenträger auf Panzer IV up there, and he just fired into our tracks, and we've got the top, the turret of the 46, and we put a round into him again, weak armor, and just got tracked by the Striv, and overmatch his armor. Yep, nicely, 458. Now that Waffenträger and Striv are going to be a bit of a problem. We just lost, in fact, we're still losing a few tanks. I think we lost the IS-3. And we're now surrounded by enemy. Here comes that AMX 105, here he comes. Yep, nice round into him, 379, but we're getting somebody shooting to our rear. And yep, we need to get round as quickly as we can to bring our gun to bear on the 105. Long reload, 12-second reload. Now we need to keep away from the gate to stop the enemy from coming through the gate and attacking us en masse. Still trying to get that AMX 13105 on auto aim. Yeah, nice one there, 452, he's a one shot now. And we're backed into this corner. In fact, we're one of two that are last alive. And here comes the Progetto. We can take him out with one shot. And we've auto-aimed onto him. Bye-bye. Oh, no, didn't kill him with one shot. But he is a one-shot now. We are really defensive now. We've got that MX firing in. Oh, and the BK got us. And there's only one left alive on our team. And that's the Striv 103B that was behind us. But he's all alone and he's facing 10 enemies. So yeah, it's a bit of an ask for him to win the game. It was a good defensive fight by MCHammereD. He did exactly what you're supposed to do if you are outnumbered and facing big opposition with a fast moving light. Seek protection of a wall or something like that you can back up against, show your frontal armor against them and try and shoot them in a defensive position. But the Striv's gone and the game is over. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats, and it's the first mark of excellence for MCHammereD in the Object 257. He got a Bruiser medal and a Fire for Effect as well during that game, but no other medals, I'm afraid. But a first mark of excellence is pretty good. So let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see that he actually did the most damage on his team in the game, but the high score, the high caliber rather, goes to the T110E3 on the enemy team, and he went to the south route, 4,709 hit points of damage. MCHammereD scored the most damage on the other route, going the other way around, 4,610 hit points, and the next high score was the VK7201K, which actually killed us, 3,587. So when it came to kills, it was, in fact, actually that Skoda T50 on the enemy team. He got 4 kills. The T110E3 got 3. So did the Waffenträger out of Panzer IV. And unfortunately, MCHammereD only managed to get 1 kill. When it came to base XP, it was the Skoda T50 managed to get 984 base experience points. The E3 977 and the Waffenträger 866. MCHammereD managed to get 513 as the lead player on his own team. Let's have a look at detail. He fired 12 shots, he got 12 direct hits, good accuracy, and 11 penetrations. Damage of 4,610 hit points, all of it at close range. He received 16 hits from the enemy. 6 were penetrations, 10 non-penetrations. That goes to show that the armor on the 257 is actually quite good. Unfortunately, he was hit in the rear quite a few times by enemy tanks who, well, when he turned and went back through the gate to try and retreat. And yep, that actually stripped away most of his hit points. He blocked damage of 3,570 hit points in total. Again, the armor, very good. Spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 6 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, and did 137 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 61,428 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 28,678 credits. He received 770 XP, and there was no multiplier, so I'm afraid that's all he took away. but he's got his first mark of excellence. Now he's going to have to put 2 marks on it, and send us the replay for that one when he does. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.